There is a divine rhythm in the mind, a sacred law that governs success and prosperity, and it is often hidden in the way one learns. The person who masters knowledge quickly is not merely gathering facts, they are aligning themselves with the infinite intelligence of the universe, tapping into the current of abundance that flows to all who are ready to receive it. Learning faster than others is not a trick or a talent reserved for the few. It is a conscious practice of focusing the mind, of understanding the law of cause and effect in thought, and of daring to believe in one's own limitless potential. Every moment spent absorbing knowledge with clarity and purpose strengthens the magnetic power within, attracting opportunities, wealth, and people who resonate with that energy. Observe the way life unfolds around those who learn swiftly. Doors open when they step forward, ideas manifest with ease, and solutions appear almost as if by magic. This is not coincidence, it is the law of divine order in action. When the mind grasps truth rapidly, it is freed from the hesitation and doubt that chains others to mediocrity. There is a certain power in being ahead of the crowd, not the power of arrogance, but the power of understanding, of foresight, of seeing the currents of opportunity before they become apparent to others. Such individuals command respect, inspire trust, and are naturally drawn to ventures that lead to prosperity, for they are attuned to the patterns that guide success. Consider that money and abundance are not merely the products of labor, they are the reflections of thought, of vision, and of swift understanding. The quicker the mind absorbs, the quicker it can act, and the quicker action is taken in harmony with divine guidance, the more effortlessly wealth flows. Learning faster allows one to adapt, to pivot, and to seize opportunities while others hesitate. It is the art of turning knowledge into power, and power into manifestation, without struggle or strain, for when learning is aligned with faith, there is no friction, only smooth unfolding. This ability to assimilate knowledge rapidly also creates a unique confidence. Confidence is a magnet for success, for it speaks to the universal law that what we believe in ourselves, the universe confirms. The one who learns quickly is prepared for the unexpected, capable of seeing solutions where others see obstacles, and ready to act with inspired precision. Every book read, every lesson mastered, every skill honed with clarity becomes a brick in the foundation of wealth, for understanding moves the mind moves the hand, and the hand moves the world. In truth, learning faster than others is not simply an advantage, it is a spiritual alignment with the law of abundance. It is the recognition that knowledge, when grasped with speed and faith, is a seed that grows into riches, influence, and freedom. Those who cultivate this ability enter a realm where prosperity is natural, opportunities are endless, and the mind becomes the instrument through which the universe expresses its bounty. Speed of learning equals speed of wealth. Those who grasp ideas quickly move faster toward opportunities, leaving hesitation behind. There is a certain divine law that governs all success, and it begins in the mind. Every thought, every perception, every impression that we allow to enter the mind carries with it a certain power, a current that can either propel us toward abundance or hold us in limitation. Those who learn swiftly understand this law intuitively, for they have discovered that speed of learning is not merely a skill but a spiritual alignment with the universal flow of prosperity. When a person absorbs knowledge quickly, they are not only gathering information, they are synchronizing with the rhythm of life itself, tapping into the unseen forces that move wealth, opportunity, and achievement into their experience. Life responds to those who are prepared, and preparation is born from understanding. The mind that learns quickly is a mind that is ready, a mind that is nimble, and a mind that can act decisively at the exact moment opportunity appears. Every great fortune in the world has its roots in awareness, in the ability to grasp concepts, see patterns, and apply insight faster than the ordinary observer. To learn quickly is to act with foresight, to anticipate before the world has caught up, and to position oneself in harmony with the currents of success. Those who hesitate, who allow the mind to waver in doubt or confusion, are often left behind, watching as others claim the rewards that might have been theirs. The law of divine order favors readiness, favors clarity, and favors those who move with understanding. Knowledge that is slow to come is knowledge that often fails to manifest, while knowledge that is grasped with speed becomes a tool of manifestation, a bridge from thought to action, and from action to wealth. The process of learning swiftly requires more than mere mental effort, it requires faith. Faith in oneself, faith in the law of abundance, and faith in the unseen intelligence that guides the universe. When the mind opens to a new truth with eagerness and acceptance, it does more than store information. It magnetizes understanding, insight, and the circumstances necessary for manifestation. Rapid learning aligns the conscious mind with the subconscious, and it is in this alignment that true power arises. The individual who learns faster than others is prepared to act, to seize, and to multiply every opportunity presented. There is no struggle in this process, for struggle is born of hesitation, and hesitation is the sign that the mind is out of rhythm with the flow of divine abundance. Observe the natural world, how swiftly rivers carve valleys, and how the wind shapes the dunes. There is no resistance in nature's movement. It flows according to the law that governs all things. In like manner, the mind that absorbs knowledge quickly moves in harmony with universal law. It recognizes patterns that others miss, makes connections that others cannot see, and acts in ways that bring forth results almost effortlessly. Wealth and success follow those who are ready to receive them, and readiness is cultivated through rapid understanding. Every lesson learned is a seed planted in the fertile soil of the subconscious mind, and the faster the seed is recognized and nourished, the quicker it bears fruit. Speed in learning is not measured merely by memory or intellect. It is measured by comprehension, discernment, and the ability to apply insight. The one who learns quickly grasps the essence of things, perceives the underlying principles, and knows intuitively how to turn knowledge into action. This ability to move swiftly from understanding to execution is what differentiates the millionaire from the ordinary worker, the visionary from the dreamer, and the leader from the follower. Every moment that a person spends learning, absorbing, and understanding with clarity is a moment in which the mind builds the framework for future wealth. Those who procrastinate or approach knowledge slowly often find themselves outpaced, for the universe does not wait. It flows to those who are in rhythm with it, who move quickly in understanding, and who act decisively when the moment demands. The magnetic power of rapid learning is subtle yet powerful. It draws to the individual the teachers, mentors, and opportunities that accelerate growth. It opens doors that others cannot see, and it places one in the right place at the right time with a preparedness that seems almost miraculous. This is the law at work, the one who aligns the mind with knowledge, who masters understanding quickly, and who acts in harmony with the unseen currents of abundance, becomes a natural magnet for wealth. Money, opportunity, influence, and success flow into the life of the prepared mind, not by chance, but by the inevitable unfolding of divine order. Learning quickly also cultivates confidence, the kind of inner certainty that is irresistible to fortune. The mind that knows, the mind that understands, and the mind that acts decisively radiates a power that attracts collaboration, trust, and opportunity. Wealth is drawn to those who are prepared, and preparation is born of learning. To move faster than others in comprehension is to move ahead in life itself, for every step in understanding positions the individual in the stream of abundance. Those who wait for perfect conditions, who hesitate in doubt, or who allow their minds to stagnate are often left behind, while those who cultivate rapid understanding rise naturally to positions of influence and prosperity. The law is simple, yet profound. What the mind grasps quickly, the hand executes quickly, and what is executed in harmony with divine law produces results. Every concept learned, every skill mastered, and every insight comprehended becomes a stepping stone to financial and personal freedom. Speed of learning creates speed of action, and speed of action creates the conditions in which wealth can manifest. The universe is impartial. It responds not to desire alone, but to readiness, clarity, and the ability to seize opportunity with discernment. To learn faster than others is to enter the stream of life with a power and a rhythm that draws all the blessings of prosperity naturally, easily, and joyfully. The mind is a magnet. Rapid learners attract knowledge, connections, and resources effortlessly, aligning with the law of abundance. The mind is the greatest magnet in the universe, drawing to itself that which it holds in thought with unwavering focus. Every person, whether aware or unaware, is constantly attracting circumstances, people, and opportunities, in accordance with the dominant thoughts they cherish. Those who learn quickly understand this law intuitively, for they see that knowledge alone is not enough. It must be embraced by the mind with clarity, faith, and expectancy. The mind that moves swiftly through understanding sets into motion a magnetic force that calls forth all that is needed for prosperity. Just as iron is drawn to the magnet, so too is wealth, success, and opportunity drawn to the one whose mind is prepared, alert, and attuned to the current of divine intelligence. The secret lies not merely in knowing, but in allowing knowledge to awaken a certainty within, a certainty that radiates outward and summons the circumstances necessary for manifestation. When the mind absorbs lessons quickly, it becomes a living beacon, emitting vibrations that attract resources, people, and situations in perfect alignment with the seeker's desires. The speed of comprehension amplifies the magnetism, for hesitation weakens the signal, doubt disrupts the current, and distraction scatters the energy. Those who grasp truth swiftly send forth a pure and powerful vibration, one that resonates with abundance, and draws it near without effort or struggle. Every idea learned and understood becomes a force, a field of energy that reaches beyond the individual, influencing the world and bringing forth the channels through which wealth flows. The mind as a magnet works in harmony with universal law. It does not struggle, it does not bargain, it does not wait, for the magnetic power is activated as soon as the thought is fixed, as soon as comprehension is clear, and as soon as faith affirms the invisible. Rapid learning strengthens the magnetic force because it creates clarity. Confusion, indecision, and hesitation are like clouds that block the current of attraction. When the mind is swift, clear, and confident, it resonates with the law of abundance, and circumstances, people, and opportunities are drawn naturally. The person who moves quickly in understanding sees patterns that others cannot see, recognizes solutions that are hidden to the ordinary observer, and positions themselves in perfect harmony with the flow of life. Each lesson mastered, each skill acquired, becomes a pole of attraction, summoning the right alliances, the right ventures, and the right timing. This is the silent power of the mind, a power that is cultivated through disciplined attention, the desire to learn, and the courage to act on insight before the crowd recognizes it. The magnetic mind is also a mind of expectation. It believes in abundance, it anticipates opportunity, and it holds a steadfast vision of prosperity. Those who learn quickly do not merely collect information, they transform it into a living expectation that the universe responds to immediately. Every idea that is understood with speed is a seed planted in the fertile soil of the subconscious mind, where it grows silently and powerfully. The subconscious does not distinguish between knowledge and imagination. It responds to the clarity of the mental picture, the firmness of belief, and the speed with which the mind embraces understanding. In this way, learning fast does more than inform the conscious mind. It programs the subconscious to align with wealth, opportunity, and success, making attraction inevitable and effortless. Observe how the magnetic mind interacts with the world. Doors open without struggle, people come forward with offers, and situations unfold in synchrony with the individual's purpose. This is not coincidence, but the natural result of alignment. The law is constant, what the mind holds, the universe reflects. Speed in learning intensifies this law because it minimizes resistance. The slower the comprehension, the longer the hesitation, the more time doubt has to interfere, and the weaker the magnetic current becomes. Those who cultivate rapid understanding, on the other hand, project a powerful signal that reaches far beyond the visible, summoning circumstances that serve their highest good. Opportunity finds them as naturally as the tide returns to the shore, for the mind that moves swiftly in learning is already in harmony with the invisible intelligence that governs success. The magnetic mind is also a creative mind. Learning quickly allows ideas to combine, insights to spark, and solutions to emerge with clarity and precision. Every problem that confronts the individual becomes an invitation for application, and every insight gained is transformed into action. This action, inspired by rapid understanding, carries the vibration of abundance, drawing resources, allies, and fortune into manifestation. The one who learns slowly may gain knowledge, but knowledge without application is inert. The one who learns quickly becomes a conduit. a channel through which the universe expresses its abundance, multiplying the effects of each insight and every lesson. The law of the mind as a magnet is impartial. It responds to faith, clarity, and alignment. Those who absorb knowledge swiftly have faith not merely in themselves, but in the universal intelligence that governs all things. They trust that understanding is power, that clarity is strength, and that insight transforms opportunity into wealth. Every concept mastered strengthens the magnetic field, and every action inspired by comprehension draws the right circumstances near. The mind that moves quickly in understanding creates an invisible network of attraction that draws mentors, partners, resources, and ventures naturally. It is a law that rewards preparedness, one that multiplies effort into abundance, and one that proves that rapid learning is not merely a convenience, it is a key to manifestation, prosperity, and the effortless acquisition of wealth. Confidence through understanding. Learning faster builds inner certainty, allowing decisive action that multiplies success. Confidence is not born of luck or circumstance. It is born of understanding, of knowing the law of life, and moving in harmony with it. Those who learn quickly discover that knowledge is not merely power, but the foundation of a certainty that radiates from the mind and permeates every action. Confidence through understanding is a magnet for wealth, influence, and opportunity, for the universe responds to the mind that knows, that trusts, and that acts with unwavering assurance. When one grasps concepts swiftly, when lessons are absorbed with clarity, the inner certainty grows like a flame, illuminating the path ahead and dispelling hesitation, doubt, and fear. This inner light becomes visible in conduct, speech, and demeanor, drawing others who resonate with such assurance, and opening doors that would otherwise remain closed. The mind that understands moves decisively. It recognizes patterns and sees connections that elude others. Those who learn slowly often stumble, pausing to question, doubting their perception, or hesitating to act. In contrast, the one who grasps insight quickly gains a fluidity of thought and movement that invites success. Each idea comprehended becomes a step, a firm foundation upon which action is built. Confidence is the natural consequence, for understanding erases fear, and fear is the greatest obstacle to wealth. When the mind is clear, when comprehension is swift, action follows naturally, and wealth flows in harmony with the law of divine order. Confidence through understanding also creates a magnetic influence over others. People are drawn to certainty, inspired by decisiveness, and trust those who move with conviction. The individual who learns quickly is able to communicate ideas clearly, to inspire cooperation, and to attract partners and allies who further amplify success. This magnetic quality is subtle, yet powerful. It is the invisible aura of certainty that signals to the world that the mind is aligned with higher intelligence, that it acts with foresight, and that it carries within it the wisdom to manifest opportunity. Wealth does not merely come to those who work hard, it comes to those whose minds radiate confidence through comprehension, for the law of attraction responds to vibrational resonance, not effort alone. Rapid understanding strengthens self-reliance, for the mind that absorbs knowledge swiftly is prepared for challenges, capable of decision, and resistant to uncertainty. Each lesson learned is a shield against hesitation, a light to illuminate the path, and a tool to shape circumstance. Confidence is nurtured not in the absence of difficulty, but in the presence of understanding. For the person who comprehends moves with clarity even amidst uncertainty, knowing that knowledge transforms obstacles into opportunities. The inner certainty becomes a force that magnetizes resources, opens channels, and calls forth solutions from the invisible intelligence that governs the universe. The wealth of confidence lies in action inspired by comprehension. The mind that understands quickly does not merely store knowledge, it applies it. Every concept grasped is translated into steps, strategies, and solutions that move the individual closer to prosperity. Swift learners take calculated risks with assurance, knowing that insight equips them to act with precision. They do not hesitate at the threshold of opportunity, for hesitation weakens the magnetic effect of confidence. Each action executed with certainty becomes a vibration, attracting further circumstances, alliances, and wealth. This is the law at work. Knowledge strengthens confidence, confidence inspires action, and action, aligned with divine law, manifests abundance. Confidence through understanding is also the antidote to fear of failure. Those who absorb lessons quickly see failure not as defeat, but as feedback, as a guidepost for adjustment, refinement, and improvement. Rapid learners recognize the transient nature of challenges and trust in the inexhaustible supply of opportunities that life offers. The law of abundance responds to the mind that acts with faith, and understanding accelerates faith. The quicker comprehension is achieved, the faster fear is replaced with certainty, the quicker decisions are made, and the more effortlessly wealth is drawn into experience. This inner certainty also creates clarity of vision, which is essential for manifestation. The individual who understands moves with a defined sense of purpose, seeing the steps needed to achieve success, the strategies that will produce results, and the alliances that will support growth. Confidence through understanding is a self-reinforcing cycle. The clearer the comprehension, the stronger the certainty, the more decisive the action, and the greater the manifestation. Each insight gained is a brick in the foundation of wealth, each lesson mastered a tool for achievement, and each step taken with assurance a vibration that calls forth opportunity. The mind that learns quickly and acts confidently also commands time and resources efficiently. Hesitation wastes energy, doubt scatters attention, and indecision delays results. Rapid comprehension allows the individual to recognize priorities, seize the most productive opportunities, and channel efforts where they will yield the greatest return. This efficiency multiplies influence, accelerates results, and ensures that wealth is drawn not through struggle, but through harmony with the law of divine intelligence. The one who moves with confidence through understanding becomes a master of circumstance, able to shape the environment, direct events, and manifest outcomes that others merely wish for. For the law always responds to preparedness, clarity, and decisiveness. Confidence is therefore the natural outcome of a mind that learns quickly. It is the inner authority that attracts mentors, partners, and resources. It is the invisible signal that opens doors and aligns the individual with opportunity. Wealth flows to those who act with certainty, for the universe favors the prepared mind, the decisive spirit, and the one who has absorbed the lessons of life with clarity and speed. The law is constant. Comprehension births confidence. Confidence inspires action, and action, in harmony with divine law, produces abundance, influence, and freedom. Opportunity recognition. Swift learners see openings before others, giving them a natural advantage in business and investments. The world is abundant with opportunity, yet few are able to perceive it, and fewer still are prepared to act upon it. The secret to wealth is not merely in seeking opportunity, but in the ability to recognize it when it presents itself. The mind that learns quickly develops this faculty naturally, for rapid comprehension sharpens perception, refines judgment, and aligns the individual with the subtle currents of life that signal promise and potential. Those who move with swiftness in understanding are able to see beyond the obvious, to perceive patterns and connections that others overlook, and to anticipate developments before they unfold. This gift of discernment is not merely chance, it is the result of cultivating the mind, training it to grasp knowledge swiftly and tuning it to the vibrations of opportunity that are constantly circulating in the universe. Opportunities are often hidden within ordinary circumstances, disguised as challenges, delays, or obstacles. The one who learns quickly possesses the insight to see beyond appearances, recognizing the underlying potential where others see only difficulty. Every lesson absorbed, every skill mastered, strengthens this ability to detect opportunity, for it trains the mind to notice patterns, to make connections, and to assess situations with clarity. Rapid learners are constantly attuned to the signals of abundance, interpreting events not as random or meaningless, but as orchestrated in a way that invites action and manifestation. Their readiness becomes a magnetic force, drawing the right circumstances, the right alliances, and the right timing into alignment with their purpose. The art of opportunity recognition is inseparable from confidence and faith. Those who grasp knowledge swiftly move with assurance, trusting their insight and acting decisively when the moment presents itself. Hesitation, doubt, and fear obscure opportunity, for they cloud judgment and delay action. The mind that is quick to understand sees a path where others perceive none, and it moves without hesitation, confident that the universe will respond to alignment and preparedness. Each opportunity recognized and acted upon compounds the magnetic power of the mind, creating a rhythm of success in which wealth and prosperity flow naturally and continuously. Rapid learning cultivates not only the ability to recognize opportunity, but also the ability to create it. The individual who absorbs knowledge quickly sees solutions where others see problems, generates ideas that others overlook, and positions themselves in such a way that circumstances bend toward their purpose. The universe responds to initiative, vision, and action inspired by insight. The faster the mind comprehends, the sooner it can act, and the more effectively it can turn potential into reality. Opportunity is seldom passive. It requires awareness, discernment, and readiness, all of which are strengthened by the ability to learn swiftly and apply knowledge intelligently. Observe those who consistently achieve prosperity and influence. They are masters at recognizing opportunity. They move with alertness, perceiving shifts in circumstance, anticipating needs, and responding with inspired action. Their rapid comprehension allows them to synthesize information, to evaluate risks and rewards accurately, and to position themselves advantageously in ways that others cannot replicate. Every lesson learned, every insight gained, becomes a tool in the recognition of opportunity, creating a mental framework that organizes experience into understanding, foresight, and strategy. The universe communicates with the prepared mind, offering guidance, inspiration, and subtle hints to those who are alert and receptive. The one who learns quickly develops sensitivity to these signals, recognizing the signs that lead to fruitful opportunities are everywhere, but they require discernment to distinguish the beneficial from the distracting, the fleeting from the enduring. Rapid learners cultivate this discernment, for understanding strengthens intuition, clarifies judgment, and enhances perception. The mind trained to absorb knowledge swiftly becomes like a finely tuned instrument, capable of detecting resonance, alignment, and advantage where others see only chaos or randomness. Recognizing opportunity is also a matter of courage and decisiveness. The individual who learns quickly is prepared to act, to move boldly when insight strikes, and to trust the law of divine order in the process. Hesitation diminishes the magnetic effect of readiness, while rapid comprehension produces immediate clarity and direction. Each opportunity seized reinforces the pattern, creating a momentum in which insight leads to action, action leads to results, and results generate further insight and opportunity. The cycle becomes self-reinforcing, a natural rhythm in which the prepared mind experiences a continuous flow of abundance, influence, and success. The law of opportunity recognition is impartial and constant. It rewards readiness, clarity, and insight. Those who develop the ability to absorb knowledge swiftly, interpret it with understanding, and act decisively place themselves in the stream of universal abundance. The mind that is alert, the mind that comprehends, and the mind that moves in faith recognizes openings, seizes them with confidence, and turns them into tangible results. Each opportunity detected and acted upon multiplies the flow of prosperity, creating a life in which wealth is a natural reflection of preparation, discernment, and the alignment of thought with universal law. The one who masters the recognition of opportunity understands that fortune is not a matter of luck or waiting, but of preparedness, perception, and action. Rapid comprehension trains the mind to notice the subtle cues that others miss, to interpret circumstances accurately, and to act with speed and precision. The law responds to readiness, for the universe is abundant and impartial, flowing to those whose minds are aligned, whose comprehension is swift, and whose actions are inspired by insight. Each opportunity recognized, each step taken with discernment, and each decision made with confidence strengthens the magnetic power of the mind, ensuring that abundance, influence, and success continue to flow in harmonious and effortless rhythm. Knowledge transformed into action. The faster knowledge is absorbed, the quicker it is applied, turning insight directly into wealth. Knowledge in itself is like a seed lying dormant in the soil. It has power, potential, and purpose, yet until it is activated through action, it remains inert. The law of prosperity is not satisfied with mere accumulation of facts or intelligence. It responds to the mind that applies what it knows, that turns insight into movement, and that transforms understanding into concrete results. Those who learn quickly have the unique advantage of bridging the gap between comprehension and execution. Their minds do not linger in hesitation or doubt, for rapid understanding ignites a clarity of purpose that calls forth inspired action. Every idea absorbed becomes a spark, a guiding force, a stimulus to act in alignment with the flow of life and the law of abundance. Action is the channel through which knowledge manifests. The person who merely learns but does not apply remains in a cycle of unfulfilled potential, observing life without creating it. In contrast, the individual who absorbs lessons swiftly is poised to act, to implement, and to convert insight into measurable results. Rapid learning creates momentum, for the mind that understands quickly is ready to move immediately, seizing opportunity while others delay. Each concept grasped, each skill mastered, becomes a tool to shape reality, to attract circumstances, and to manifest prosperity. Knowledge, when married to action, becomes a living force, a river that carries the individual toward wealth, influence, and freedom. The transformation of knowledge into action also strengthens confidence and reinforces faith in the law of divine order. The mind that learns quickly not only comprehends concepts, but also recognizes the practical steps required to bring them into reality. Action validates understanding, for the results confirm the power of insight, demonstrating that the mind aligned with divine law is capable of producing tangible outcomes. This validation creates a self-reinforcing cycle. Comprehension inspires action. Action produces results, and results deepen faith, clarity, and motivation. The one who masters this cycle experiences life in a flow of abundance, where learning and doing are inseparable and mutually empowering. Timing is critical in the process of transforming knowledge into action. The universe responds to readiness, and opportunity is fleeting. Those who absorb lessons rapidly are able to act with precision at the moment it is required, without delay or hesitation. Speed of comprehension ensures that the individual recognizes the moment of action and moves decisively. Delays, uncertainty, and procrastination dissipate the magnetic force of preparation, while swift action amplifies it. Every step taken in alignment with understanding attracts further resources, guidance, and opportunity, creating a momentum that magnifies the effects of each decision and effort. The mind that translates knowledge into action also cultivates creativity and innovation. Rapid learners are able to see the practical applications of concepts, to combine ideas in new ways, and to develop solutions where others see only obstacles. Action inspired by comprehension transforms abstract ideas into concrete strategies, turning vision into reality. Every initiative taken in response to insight creates a ripple effect, influencing circumstances, attracting allies, and generating results that multiply beyond expectation. Knowledge becomes a living instrument, and the hand that moves in accordance with understanding becomes a channel for abundance. There is also a spiritual dimension to action inspired by learning. The law of life responds not merely to desire but to alignment and preparedness. When knowledge is absorbed quickly and applied decisively, the individual aligns with the currents of divine intelligence, which move to support, guide, and enhance every action taken in faith. The universe mirrors the energy of execution, bringing the right circumstances, people, and opportunities to reinforce and amplify the results. The one who learns and acts swiftly moves in harmony with these unseen forces, producing outcomes that appear effortless, yet are the natural consequence of alignment, comprehension, and decisive action. Rapid application of knowledge also cultivates resilience and adaptability. Challenges and setbacks are inevitable, yet those who act on insight swiftly are able to adjust, pivot, and respond with clarity and confidence. Knowledge without action is vulnerable to doubt and distraction, while action powered by comprehension becomes a living process, flexible and responsive to circumstance. Each step taken strengthens understanding, enhances intuition, and opens the door to new opportunities that are unavailable to the passive mind. The universe rewards those who move, for motion activates unseen forces and brings into form the seeds planted in thought. The wealth created by transforming knowledge into action is not limited to material gain. It produces influence, personal growth, and freedom, for the one who acts decisively is recognized as a creator, a doer, and a magnet for further opportunity. Each action based on insight demonstrates competence, builds trust, and attracts collaboration. The person who absorbs knowledge quickly and implements it gains a reputation for reliability, foresight, and effectiveness, which in turn multiplies wealth through relationships, partnerships, and ventures. The law is constant. Knowledge, when applied with faith and speed, becomes power, productivity, and prosperity. To master the transformation of knowledge into action, one must cultivate focus, discipline, and a readiness to seize opportunity. Rapid comprehension prepares the mind to see the next step clearly, to act without hesitation, and to trust the unfolding of events. Every lesson, every insight, every skill becomes a tool for manifestation, a stepping stone toward success, and a channel through which abundance flows. Knowledge becomes a living force only when applied, and the rapid learner experiences this law as a constant stream of creation, influence, and fulfillment.